Howdy, folks, and welcome aboard the SS Horror. I'll be your captain. Today we got a great video for you all. We're going to do a little dip discussion. Today's topic, my top 3 horror video games. So sit back, take a dip, and enjoy. Welcome back, folks. Time to get dipping. Today's dip is going to be one of those tobacco nicotine alternatives. It comes in pouches, it gives you energy, and it's called TeaZa. That's right, folks. TeaZa. TeaZa energy pouches. This flavor right here is Black Cherry Bomb. I've never had this stuff before, so I'm anxious to give her a try. This has got some antioxidants, says it freshens your breath, it increases your focus and alertness. And it's got caffeine in it, so it's got all the energy stuff. So, we're going to try this out. Doesn't look like it's got anything bad in it. It got vitamin B, vitamin B3, B5. It's got some green tea, matcha tea, cherry flavor, all kinds of stuff in here, but none of it looks too bad. So, for all you dippers out there that enjoy dipping the alternatives, this stuff, you might want to give it a try. I bought this here off Amazon, but I'm going to put a link to TeaZa's website in the description so you can check her out. So, let me crack this thing open and we'll get started. Went ahead and broke the seal on this mother trucker. So, take a look inside. You've got these pouches. And the smell, I gotta say, it smells delicious. Smells like tea, but Black Cherry Bomb tea. I'm telling you, if this, it just smells like a tea bag in here. I feel like I could put this in a cup of warm water and make myself a nice cup of tea. One thing I'm already noticing is look at how big these pouches are. Oh my God, look, it's like the size of my finger. You know, snooze pouches, Copenhagen pouches, they ain't this big. So this stuff must pack a punch, but no nicotine, no tobacco, so we're going to toss this one in the upper decker since it's a pouch. I'm going to do it snooze style, and I don't plan on spitting because it smells delicious. So, I'm going to go in the port upper decker. Old Faithful Part 2. Immediately you could taste that Black Cherry Bomb flavor. It is tasty. I like it. Doesn't produce much spit when you put it in the upper. I don't know how exactly a lot of people dip this stuff, but, you know, I imagine it's something similar to what I'm doing. Tastes fantastic. It really does. It's a treat. Now, as we get this video going, I will reference this back and forth, telling you, you know, my experience. If I start feeling some energy, or if you notice me starting to get energetic, you let me know. So, let's get started with the discussion. We got the dip. Let's do the discussion. So, today's big topic is going to be my top 3 video games in the horror category. I play video games a lot, and my favorite type, just like my favorite type of movie, is horror. So, let's go ahead and start with my number 3. We've got Resident Evil 4. That's what it looks like. Now, folks, you can play this on your GameCube, which is an older system now. You could have played it on your GameCube. You could play it on your Wii. It's on PC. It's on Xbox One. I think it's even on PS4. They got so many iterations of this thing, and I've played quite a bit of them. I played it on PC. I played it on GameCube, and I loved playing it on the Wii. And I actually own it on the Xbox One, too. So, this one's very dear to me. It's got a great story that stems from a real simple setup. You play Leon Kennedy, and he is a Secret Service person. He protects the president, and he's tasked with finding the president's daughter who's been kidnapped. Now, the president's daughter's been kidnapped, so he goes all the way, and then all the way he flies to, I think, Spain, that area, to Basque Country. And then, boom. It gets crazy from there. You've got a crazy virus that has mind control, you got zombies everywhere, you got horrific monsters, and some crazy religious cult. So it's got a great story from beginning to end. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, the fear from this game, I think, comes from the fact that in Resident Evil games, you can't move around that much. It's not like Call of Duty where you get to run around and dive, or, it ain't like Battlefront where you got lightsabers and all that. This is hardcore. You gotta stand your ground and fight. I'm talking you can't back up. If you want to turn around, you gotta let go of all the controls, you gotta press buttons, you gotta run away, and then you gotta stop, and then you gotta fight again. So it gets pretty intense. And of course, the Japanese, they like to make those crazy monsters, and this game is no exception. They are truly terrifying. That's why I put this game at my number 3. Next up, we got number 2. Number 2, Dead Space. I hope that was a nice ganders at the cover of Dead Space for y'all. Alright, let's talk about Dead Space. So I played this on PlayStation 3 and I played it on PC on Steam. So, this is a sci-fi horror game that is truly terrifying. Okay, so you play an engineer. Okay, so you're a smart guy. And you're aboard a ship that's a mining ship that goes around to different planets and cracks them to get all the natural resources. Well, long story short, there's another crazy religious cult in this one. It's the Church of Unitology. They got other plans for you, and they have other plans for the personnel of their ship. So you climb aboard there and you see all kinds of manner of craziness. Things coming at you from every angle. The sound in this game is truly the star attraction. You crank that surround sound up, you crank your headset up, and you will be immersed, and you won't be able to sleep that night. I'm telling you, the fear in this game comes from the fact that no matter where you're at in this game, you never feel safe. And that's intense. Sometimes I couldn't play it for a long period of time because it stressed me out. I'm like, oh my god, where are they? Oh my god. So, okay, so I played the first 2. Now, the first one was amazing. The second one did it even more hardcore. The third one, I felt like it detoured a little bit. So I actually didn't make it all the way through it. For some reason, it just didn't hold my attention. It's not that it was a bad game, it's just that it wasn't a scary game in my opinion. Not as scary as the first 2, so maybe it's a good idea that they kind of have laid back and haven't released the 4th one. One of these days I'm going to get back to it and beat it, but as of right now, 1 and 2 are the stars. They are far and above. Great horror games, great story, you got religion, you got craziness. I'm telling you, you got zombies, you got things, and you have to shoot them in a certain way too. You can't just shoot these zombies in the head, you gotta shoot all their limbs off before they die. So that adds even more challenge. It's an amazing game, folks, and if you haven't played it, I highly recommend it if you're a horror fan. Alright, so the number 1, top of my list. This one differs from the first 2 because this one, you ain't got no weapons. All you got is your handy dandy video recorder. That's right, folks. My number 1 top horror video game is Outlast. Alright, folks, that's right. My number 1 is Outlast. Now, let me tell you a crazy story about this game. I was working nights once upon a time ago, and I had bought this game. Now, when I play horror games, I like the full experience. I like the lights down. I like my headset on. I like nobody around me. So, that's how I started this one. Before I get into that, this is amazing, okay? The TeaZa Black Cherry Bomb is absolutely delicious. I find myself running my tongue up on the pouch up there just to get some of that sweet, sweet cherry bomb flavor. And it's good, it lasts, I mean, I get that taste on my tongue, and then 5-10 minutes later when I can't taste nothing, I'll swipe it up again and get another dose. As far as energy, I don't feel anything right now, but it's still an enjoyable experience. Alright, So back to the story. So there I am, sitting in front of the big TV, okay? Got my headset on. I played this game for 4 hours straight, okay? Now, I just started feeling crappy all of a sudden. I just was like, well, maybe it's just because I've been sitting in front of this TV so long. I go to the bathroom, take a leak, look at myself in the mirror, and I look like trash. I got red blotches all over my neck and my face. I'm broken out in what looks like a rash. So, I did some detective work, and I actually found on the Google that people also experience this very same phenomenon playing this video game. It was a fear rash. That's right, folks. This will give you fear rash if you play it the right way. Okay, so be careful when you're doing it. Just don't freak out if it happens. It's just a normal response. Your adrenaline's kicking up. You got a lot of sympathetics going on. You get that rash. It was a little freaky just because I didn't think I looked like that, but it was okay, and a lot of people had that experience. So, what's Outlast all about? Well, Outlast, you play as a journalist, and your job is to uncover the crazy experiments in some kind of wicked mental institution, insane asylum. It is a crazy environment. The sound in this game, again, just like Dead Space will scare the crap out of you, okay? But you don't got any weapons, and that's what's scary. You gotta rely on hiding. You gotta hide behind doors, hide behind beds, hide under the bed. Hell, hide in a cabinet, hide in a locker. You gotta hide all the time to avoid all the crazy things that are after you in this. Oh man, so it's intense. It's like a high-stakes game of hide and seek. Anyway, so I do got one con to this. There's a part in there where you're being chased by something. It's just really hard to get away, and I died a million times, and I'll tell you what, that did take me out of it for that period of time. But if you play it like I played it in 2 4-hour segments. The first 4 hours and then the last 4 hours, and I wasn't disappointed, okay? This thing has an ending that will knock your socks off. It's my favorite ending of a horror video game. Maybe not my favorite, but I loved it. It hit all the right spots. It combines technology with supernatural elements, which is my sweet spot. I thought it was amazing, and this, I have to give Captain's seal of approval on this. This is a must-have experience. If you are any kind of horror fan, you got to go out there and you got to play Outlast. You got to play it in the dark. You got to play it with the sound cranked up, and you got to get your ass scared. Anyway, to wrap this up, I want to make a couple honorable mentions. So here they are. Okay, so the one out of there that really stands out to me, besides Bloodborne, because I loved it, and it is a great one, it's that Lovecraft horror with the Cthulhu type of stuff. It's great. Anyway, but the one that I think that we might actually talk about, me and my first mate, is Until Dawn, alright? This is a great video game, and it deserves a little extra love, so be looking forward to that in the future. I don't know when we're going to do that, but I have a feeling that we're definitely going to play through that one again and give y'all a little taste of what it's like, to see if maybe you'd like to play it, or if you'd like to play it, sound off in the comments. Alright, so that is all I have for you today. So remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Check us out on Twitter. Check us out on Facebook. I won't be posting a video tomorrow, but, I might on Thursday, and we're probably going to do our witch review on Friday, so be looking out for that. As always, this has been your captain speaking. Keep it spooky, y'all.